David Corson, Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Hope everybody had a great day. Got home about 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning from Orlando. Had a nice event last night. That was great. And shook some hands and got home. Made it back. Long day today. And took my son's truck in to get fixed this week before he gets back to drive down to Florida. And just a busy day to getting stuff done. Got someone coming over tomorrow to look at our house that might hire us as the project manager to do their build. Very exciting. So that happens tomorrow afternoon. My wife just told me. She's like, "Yeah, are you going to be around tomorrow?" I'm like, "No, I think I am." She goes, someone told me. I was like, "Oh, wow, that's awesome." So as you can see, I've got rid of my hair. It's looking a little foobarred, but I'll probably fix it up. Anyway, traveling, it's no fun. Just even if it's an hour flight, went down there, shook some hands, and I had to wait at the airport for an hour and a half, go back, and it's just gets old. I've been doing it a long time, but it's always good to see people, And I've known some of these people for like 20, 25, 30 years. Some of these guys, they're all good dudes. So it's all in good fun. So I would take some pictures. They all know I'm gonna put them in the magazine. And anyway, hey, hope you had a great Monday night and had an awesome Tuesday. I'm just sitting out here. It's about 10 o'clock p.m. Just a long day, and I had this little. We had this wet spot on our lawn, and so I went out there and I took a shovel. Found out that freaking someone cut one of the irrigation lines, and I called the water company today, and they said there's like intermittent use, 2 to 5 gallons of water, and thank God it's been raining a lot because I always used to shut the sprinklers off. So now I got to call one of those guys and say, "Hey, why don't you guys cut the freaking irrigation thing?" The freaking bill was pricey. Anyway, but then, that's cool. We went down there, we found the pipe. I was like, "Oh my God, a bunch of," and we. When you dig, you dial 811, all right? And they come out and they flag everything, gas, electric, water, so you don't cut stuff. And we had two things. We had the last guy that ran the electric permanent. That was like in probably sometime in May. And then we had the fiber optic guy that was in there in June. One of those guys cut that freaking cord when they went in there. So I'm going to make some phone calls in the morning. But I got to get it fixed. I had to turn the irrigation off. So in any event, that was an exciting day. And then I took my kid's truck and I came home with my plane on my head, and I got a couple of videos I got to get done. And then Wednesday, tomorrow's hump day. Got to get a lot done. Got Labor Day weekend coming up. And I got to get the most done tomorrow and Thursday, because Friday's going to be kind of a wash. And then let the weekend. Football starts, you got the college football, and then you got the NFL and all that other stuff. And shoot, man, we've been in school since the beginning of August, so we're like, everybody's back in the routine. And I'd like to take maybe the boat out, and shouldn't be that busy on the lake. And but if not a big deal. I don't even know what the weather's going to be like. I still got 3 days to go. Hey, here's a really cool word from our word of the day for Tuesday, August 26th. 2025, a little past 10 p.m. EST, up by the lake. The word is insanity. Yeah, insanity. Do you know what insanity means? Insanity means doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result. That is insane, right? Business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're trying to prove or do or accomplish, man, don't be insane and do it and keep doing it and thinking you're doing the right thing or whatever, man. You got to always look and check to make sure that you're not wasting your time. Remember, time is precious. You can't get it back. Boom, that's it. It's going. You can't get it back. But the time that's in front of you, you can make the best use of it oh my God, you're just gonna. Anyway, insanity. That's what insanity is. Doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result. And if you want to enjoy your life, improve on anything, I'm not even telling you, hey, maybe your life's great, you don't need to improve on anything, I'm just thinking, man, little tweaks here and there. You always want to stay sharp. Do whatever you want. I try to learn, improve every day. I do. All right? Get stuff from people. Man, my mind's just sucking it all in. All right? But check it out. If you're an athlete and you're trying to improve your shot, but you're not doing it the correct way, you don't have the right technique, if you would just tweak it a little, you'd be so much more accurate. Your shot would be faster, harder, more accurate statistically. So if you're going to try to improve, you got to make sure that you're doing it the right way. Because if not, it's just insane to waste the time. That's why anything you do, you should always have someone look at it, have someone check it out. I write my columns. Hey, I give my editor, and people look at it. Listen, I got nothing to hide. I learn something new every day. I'm not perfect. So, in any event, insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and getting the same freaking result when you should be trying to get a better result. Little bits, sometimes great, sometimes little, sometimes it doesn't matter. As long as you're moving forward positively. So like on the athletic field, if you're an athlete and you're working at, you're not going to have, if you're doing it properly, you're not going to go insane. But if you are and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, you're doing something wrong. Check out the tape. Figure it out. You're shooting underhand. We should be shooting overhand. Whatever it might be. Insanity. Man, it goes a long way, man. That's the difference between champions and people who just, can't get it done. You got to know what it is, You should always know what your weaknesses are, and you should always make sure that, work as hard as you can. The stuff that you're strong at, you tweak it here and there, you keep an eye on things. But, it's like lacrosse. You should be able to catch and throw with both hands. So I'm right-handed, so I'm naturally gifted more to catch with my right hand. If I can catch with my left hand and shoot better than my right hand, do you know how much more valuable I am to a team? It means I'm ambidextrous, as an asset on the team. And not many people can do that, So it's like batting in baseball. If you can hit from both sides, or if you can catch and throw from, some people can do that stuff. It takes practice. But in lacrosse, you got to be able to catch and throw with both hands. You just have to. And, and sometimes it's insane trying to figure things out. But if you work at it, man, practice, you improve every day, man. There's no insanity. It's real. You're living in Realville. But too many people do insane stuff. Insanity, man. They just keep doing the same thing, wasting the time on the athletic field. If they only do a couple little tweaks here and there and do some stuff and change some things up, man, you wouldn't have to deal with insanity. But everybody has it. So, business too. So many people, they go down these rabbit holes that they think that, it's the winning solution, and try to, maybe you're rebranding your company or trying to do a new product launch and not much has changed and you got to put the new, sizzle on the steak, but sometimes if you just keep going down those things and the same thing happens, man, you got to think out of the box. You got to assess things and go, man, what are we doing? What are we thinking? What are we doing out there? Trying to get stuff done. So business, man, insanity in business, man, it happens every day. You're just thinking and you say to yourself, man, that's crazy. What are we trying to do? So, if you can conquer insanity in business, man, you're going to be that much far ahead and you're going to have a lot more W and L's. And L's are not losses. Those are learns. Almost corporate. Remember, you either win or you learn. You never, ever lose. So make sure you don't have insanity in business. Relationships. Oh, man, listen. They're a challenge every day anyway, but sometimes they're insane. Some of the stuff you argue about or things go sideways when you were just having fun, all of a sudden, man, but if you keep doing the same thing and something's wrong, you got to change it, dude. Or if you're a lady out there, hey, come on, man. You gotta change. You gotta try to fix things. Remember, it's your responsibility to make a positive out of any negative. And insanity can be a total negative. So you gotta work on if you're going insane, and you keep doing the same thing and getting the same result, and either your spouse or not, they're not biting on that stuff. You gotta change it up. Your relationship depends on it. Maybe it's listening, maybe it's being more transparent, more communicative, whatever it might be. I'm telling you, and believe me, I've been married, been together over 30 years, man, and it's been a while crazy, and there's been some insane, stuff that's going on over those years. But you know what? I lived, I learned, man. It's all up here in the knowledge vault now. So, but I know I don't want to waste my time. I only have so much of it left, and I sure as heck don't want to do it if it's not going to benefit you. Because if you do something, it's got to benefit you. Don't do the same thing and not get any benefit out of it. Time is precious. Remember, boom, boom. There's that second. It's gone. So, and then your body. Hey, you're insane if you don't take care of your body. All right. You should. I've worked on my body all year, trying to eat protein, get up just drinking water, giving it the rest it's needs, all of that stuff. But I've seen so many people, they go through all this habit, it's insane to listen. Your body know better than anybody. If you want to improve, you got to push it. But you know what your limits are too. You got to have obtainable goals. Ones that are going to push it, but they're obtainable because it's good for your mindset. So, but if you're insane about your body, make sure you're doing it the right way because, if you're trying to gain weight, you're not doing it, or whatever your goals are and you're not reaching it, hey, you got to change it up. Something's got to give because if you're doing things correctly, you'll be able to see it change yourself. Just like I tell you right now, like if you work on getting rid of insanity in your life over the next, all the way to December 31st, you'll have about 125 days of data on yourself. And that is mind-blowing in itself. Every day, download a diary app, and every day, work on getting rid of any insanity that you do in business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing in a 24-hour period. And do it for 125 days. Just a paragraph. And then at the end of your first of all, you'll cross the finish line. Cha-ching to you, woohoo. But then you can look back on all those days, you're going to be like, wow, I remember that day. Oh yeah, I remember that day. And you'll get hooked. You'll freak. I'm telling you. And then keep doing it. I'm coming up on 2 years. It's amazing. So I give my body 6 to 8 hours. But I get about 6 to 6.5. I've worked all year on my sleep. I sleep like a rock, but I wake up not groggy. Man, I have a great day. I do a 5, 6 a.m. club. You'll get more done before most people are even up. And then you just crank the day out. You have fun. You laugh. Remember, anytime you start getting negative, take a break. Inhale. Get rid of that. Inhale that positivity. Exhale the negativity. And then move on and get it done. But listen, insanity, it can drive you going crazy. But you got to be smart enough to be able to realize that it's going on. So learn them. So listen, that's my word of the day for August 26, 2025. About an hour and a half left. I'll see you tomorrow, where I don't know, but early hump day to you guys. And listen, appreciate you all. Be safe. Take action. Insanity, get rid of it. See you tomorrow.